That's the thing. Chinese leaders practice near peace. I'm swamped by the rumors that are swirling around me. How is it? Then, ladies and gentlemen, when the U.S. government suddenly announced extension of the armistice to the tariffs on China through November, many people are in a hurry to explain, to use public opinion against the opponent, a ray of hope for the turbulent relationship between the two countries. U.S. Central. On the surface, it's a rational economic decision. It's also a necessary silence so that the two giants avoid getting into a trade war, destroy each other. But if you look a little deeper into the timeline, then there's a hidden coincidence that it shows up. November deadline. That's right after Beijing organization of the chapter for conference. It's October, and this is the event. It's supposed to determine the political future of Chinese leader Xi Jinping. That was Tokyo's decision. It's not just economics. It's a strategic move. It's like pulling out a pig's claw and a calculated so the world knows. At the same time, inside the walls of Zhongnanhai, China's most powerful leader since the time of Mao Zedong suddenly disappeared from the public for almost a month, and he left a void. It's filled with all sorts of disturbing rumors. From allegations of military embezzlement, the suspect is seriously ill. And recently, he's also appeared in form only. But when you look at the faces in the group to accompany you, observers can't help but assume that he is. Is it one? They're called political zombies. Get the people behind you on the stage to perform or not. Today, we will be. Let's find out all those stories. Continuously publishing his story of the United States. Suddenly a truce. On August 19th, in an interview with Fox News, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent made a very remarkable statement. He said it was the U.S. government. I am very happy with the current China situation. Is working pretty well. This statement was made shortly after Washington and Beijing agrees to extend ceasefire agreement. Tariffs added 90 days. This shows that the U.S. is hopeful to maintain a temporary stability at least until the deal expires in November to be able to replace the paratroopers. A potential high-level meeting between the two leaders, between Mr. Trump and Mr. Trump, and control of Beijing and the Zhongnanhai. You say this. China is one of the biggest sources of tax revenue. So if it didn't break, the U.S. didn't fix it, and the general We've had very good talks with Beijing. I think we'll see them again before November. And from the point of view analysis of the paratroopers of Mr. Bessent's statements, it shows that the U.S.-China relationship, there's a tendency to calm down, and it also shows at least on the surface. And this can create the space needed for a meeting. It's supposed to decide a lot of things. Between Mr. Trump and Mr. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has also spoken out after a meeting with the Chinese foreign minister. The king in July said that the likelihood of the two leaders holding talks is very high, although the specific date hasn't been discussed yet. The history of this truce between the United States and China, it starts in Geneva and set a 90-day deadline to continue negotiations. At the end of July, the negotiations continue in Sweden. And after the American negotiators returned to Washington, then they proposed. President Trump has extended more time. However, it would be very naive when we think that America is completely easing pressure on China. Behind the reconciliation statements, these are actions that show Washington, I'm keeping a close eye on Sao and maintaining a lot of pressure. But selective. According to Bloomberg, the Trump administration, there are plans to strengthen supervision on important items from China. The purpose of this move is to enforce regulations. And this proves that the armistice, it's just tactical, and the United States still has the tools to apply pressure when necessary. The combination of extending the armistice and the selective maintenance of pressure, which raises a big question. Is this a chess move? The 6th of the White House. So the extension of the deal to November. It's something that, as we said, is a thing. Very finely arranged VA. That's right after the China conference. Fourth Party of China in October. And it seems it's not a coincidence. Ladies and gentlemen, Chinese political observers all know that Central Conference 4, it has a very important meaning. It's a place where political parties. There will be underground fights to shape the course and the leadership for the future. US data. It's actively creating an external environment, relatively quiet, to watch the political storm inside South China Sea or not. That's a question that many people ask, and maybe they're waiting to. Let's see if you practice, whether or not you can strengthen your absolute power, or a new power will emerge. And the answer to that question is, who will actually sit at the negotiating table?